Hello guys, welcome to the first 81st meeting to discuss what we're going to be doing in the fleet for the future few months while we wait for Starbases to come around. Firstly, we just need to do the introductions. So I'm Admiral Lewis, the Fleet Admiral. Immediately to my left on screen is Matt Zon, he's Vice Admiral. Could you just say hi, Matt? And then going round the table from left to right, we've got Ethan, Lieutenant. Hello. And Travis, the Vice Admiral. We got big. What was that? Sorry, Reaper. And finally, Big John, or otherwise known as Otto. So I need to do some honourable mentions, basically honourably mentioning anybody who used to be part of the 81st on Call of Duty, so that's to Tom Spencer, Joe Cumberbatch, Alan Joyce, Ryan Whittle, and so on and so forth. I hope you boys somehow find your way over to us in the future. And apologies for people that couldn't be here. Vice Admiral TK couldn't make it, unfortunately, so I apologise for him, and a few of the other captains that said they were going to be here that are who probably won't be captains for very much longer. Anyway, moving on. Right, we're going to talk about bank contributions. So far the bank's been increasing heavily, quite heavily, every day. It's going really well. Every time we get to a certain amount, they do take like 1.2 million offers and give us a new repository, so that's going to keep happening until we've got all 8, so there's no I can do about it. So please don't think that I'm just siphoning out of the bank and buying lockbox keys on the exchange, because I'm not. Or otherwise I would have a much better character than I've got now. So moving on from that, I want to talk about captain captain ranks, and what basically anybody who doesn't want to do an administration role, the highest rank you're going to be able to achieve is captain. And as captains, you're going to be expected to take on a role of like a trainer for new fleet members, to teach them how to best equip their ships, what's the difference between science, tactical and engineer, what ships you want to have for science, tactical and engineer, and also even create YouTube videos, so do exactly like I'm doing now, which basically train people how to do the STFs, you know, the like the reputation missions and how to earn your best marks and all that sort of thing. I will be wanting people to volunteer to be captains, and that's how you'll be made a captain in the fleet. I'm just thinking if there's anything else anybody needs to add about the captain rank. Now's your time to add something.
No, I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, very good.
I'll take that as fair enough. Yeah, next moving on is going to be fleet removals. Shortly after this meeting, we're going to be going through lieutenant rank only, and just basically removing anybody we think's completely idle and not playing the game, or some people that just haven't contributed at all to anything. Yeah, no doubt. But anybody who's listening in online right now, because this is broadcasting live, feel free to leave any questions in the chat box. We'll be able to see them as they pop up on the screen, and we'll answer them at the end.
Also, over the next sort of 2 weeks to a month, we're going to be keeping an eye on the logs and stuff, and see who is and who isn't contributing, and that's going to be across the board.
Right, brilliant. So yeah, everybody is going to be monitored on exactly what they're putting into the bank. The other thing I wanted to speak about with the bank is the repositories. I've made it so that everybody can take items in and out of it. You are limited depending on your rank, but just try and stick to what I've titled them. So if it says Mark 12 space only, just put Mark 12 space gear in. Anything that goes in lower than that, I will just take out, sell it, and put the EC in the bank. I mean, if you just want to do that yourself, it'd save me the time of having to mess about, so, you know. And I mean, I will label them up. Yeah, I will label the rest of them up so that, like, for like beginning characters who can only put Mark 6 and Mark 7 stuff in, we'll have some repositories just for that sort of gear, so that when we all create new characters, we can just grab that gear, not have to bother earning anything, and get through the game as quickly as possible, and then just put it back when you're finished. So yeah, moving on to my next point was chat and social. So the guys, feel free to stick your mics on and have a little say on this. But what it is I want the chat feed to be buzzing pretty much every time anybody's on. I want everybody to be asking, you know, can we put, anybody want to play a PvE, or anybody want to do PvP, and just, you know, actually play together as a fleet, regardless of whether you know them or not. It'll be a great chance for people to get to know each other in the fleet, is just by playing together and accepting invites to different parties and stuff.
Mostly I'll just be running about doing it by myself.
Because that's the thing, we don't want too many people doing it solo.
Yeah, a lot of people are playing by themselves, and we want to change that. We want to get more people playing together. We want to get the fleet working together.
Yeah, I mean, a good example of that was the other night, wasn't it, where we had all 5 of us in a team, and it were a great laugh. We got through about 6 PvEs in seconds of the time it takes to do it, you know, when you're just running around with random people, and we got the best stuff out of the missions as well.
Well, I'm going to be setting up a I'm in the process at the moment of setting up a 81st Fleet app, so that we can all sort of keep in contact and have like a leaderboard of who's contributing like almost into the fleet bank. We're also going to have like a chat where we can all get together. I know we can do it in the game, but it's a little bit easier to do it on the phone. We're also going to have a few more options like mail and stuff like that. If anybody's got any ideas of what they'd like in the app, just let me know. Xtreme200984's.
Yeah, either send him a private message, or even, you know, keep it in mind, and the next meeting we'll throw a section out for people to put forward the ideas they had for Travis. Yeah, that's Travis who's spoken there. So nice one there. So right, any questions or anything anybody wants to know, feel free to ask me now. Yeah, no, I'm already part of that, and I think Travis is as well. Yeah, but, well, any way of putting us onto a certain chat media, I'm happy to have like an 81st Facebook page as well, and all the rest of it.
I'll be passing the app out at some point in the future for beta testing. So if you guys want to do that, then give me a shout.
Yeah, no worries. I know Vice Admiral TK, who sadly couldn't be here, he is currently going to try and develop us some sort of website for us to work on as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was going to ask about that.
So I'm going to get him to speak to you especially, so you two can work together on most of this stuff.
Well, basically we can integrate together, we can basically integrate the two into each other. I've recently met somebody that's fluent in coding, so I might be able to get him to give me a hand as well.
Right, that's sound, mate. That's what we needed, pal.
I'm still quite new to the coding side of things. Like I said, if anybody is watching this and they know about, like, they've done coding and they know Java and XML code, preferably knowing Android would be good as well. But Java's pretty good. I can fill in the blanks.
Yeah, sounds cool. Right, I'm just trying to find where this is getting. Oh, there it is. Right, no problem. So yeah, if you go onto YouTube now and just search for Xtreme200984, you'll be able to listen in on this fleet meeting if you aren't doing it already. What's the next thing I needed to talk about? Sorry.
So what are we going to need for stuff for the fleet, you know, when we actually start building that? I mean, what kind of resources and all that,
right,
what are we going to need?
Good question. For the fleet projects, when the starbase comes along, You want the provisions. It's like the the little cards you've been getting that everybody's been probably throwing away. Like it's like seismic stabilizers and entertainment provisions. I ain't got a list of all the, but there's quite a few of them. And you've probably all got a load and sold them already. But what you need to do is start stacking them up in your inventories. You can stack them in blocks of 99, so you can get loads of them together, and they don't take up too much space. And then just save all them.
So that's what they were for.
Yeah. Save all those sort of things for when the Starbase projects launch. They'll ask for them. They'll ask for fleet marks, which is something that we'll be earning doing fleet missions, and that'll obviously something else, another kind of PvE.
You know the main ones that they're going to be needing, or wanting the most of?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's different ones for different missions. I mean, I think if we go tactical, I know the little screwdriver ones. I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called self-sealing bolts or something. I know that's the ones, yeah. I think we do need quite a substantial amount of them. And also dilithium, lots of dilithium, guys. Now, if a quick trick for you to be able to get the fleet dilithium so it won't actually come out of your own pocket, if you know what I'm saying, is go to the Ferengi at the mining station and turn your dilithium mining claims into fleet dilithium vouchers, and then basically you don't have to refine it. It'll give you an amount for how many claims you've traded them for, and you'll just be able to contribute that straight to the fleet without having it to come out of your refined ore. There is a YouTube video as well explaining on how to do that, and you can do the same for your reputation dilithium as well. You don't have to keep putting it out of your own stocks. You can just get these vouchers and have it go out of them. I think we're coming up to the end of this now, guys. We've just got a last thing, is the next meeting. I'll probably make it either in probably a month's time. If this time's good for everybody, I can keep it around this time on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So we'll try and make it a monthly thing, and hopefully we'll have a few more guys attending next month. It's 2 o'clock, is it? Half 2?
Yeah, 1:43 right now.
Well, there we go.
Okie doke land. That's it.
Right, so yeah, guys, the next meeting hopefully we'll be discussing Starbases, because they'll have launched them then, and we'll have a hell of a lot of stuff to talk about and work on there. But thank you everybody for attending, and dismissed. Thank you very much.
Good search.